My dear students, now I am going to take the topic that is an continuation of the previous topic, exception handling. Here, uh, here I am going to discuss about throw and throws. Previously, I briefed about try, catch, and finally. So, what is try? So, try is an executable block of code. The real code is available at the uh, try block. Okay, if there is any malfunction, any abnormal situation happened inside the try block, so that would be handled the exceptional cases by the catch block. Okay, so try come along with the catch or try with along with the finally. So the separate try is not come, separate catch is not come. So try always come with catch or by finally. There are two syntax we followed. So if a try block having catch block means so that will handling the exceptions. The try block followed by finally means that is going completing the code. Okay. So basically, what is an exception? Exception is an abnormal situation happened inside the Java program. The program itself handling the situation and complete the remaining line of code. Basically, if there is any malfunction happened inside the program, means the program come out. But Java, it's going to give some toleration condition. That is, the sequence of other lines are going to execute it. Suppose the line of code. Suppose if there is any abnormal situation happened in the line number of 10, the program has 1000 line of code. So the after execution of the 10th line, the program exit. But Java try block handling the situation and executing the remaining block by means of handling the exception. Now we are going to discuss about throw and throws. Okay. So it is like as a keyword which is used in the exception handling. So we discuss both of them. Okay. Now I'm going to share a notepad. So throw keyword. Okay. Throw keyword used to create a custom exception. So basically there are two type of exception in Java. Already I told you. User defined exception and custom exceptions. So user defined exception means we have to use predefined exception which is available in the exception class. For example, arithmetic exception, class not found exception, okay, array index bound of exceptions. Okay, so these are all called as inbuilt exception. That is, this type of classes are already written in the exception class. Okay, so these are all the classes already written. You have to create an object for this one. You can use it for your exception handling mechanism. But I want to use my own custom exceptions, user defined exceptions. So that I am going to use throw keyword. Okay. The throw keyword used together with the exception type. Together with the exception type. Basically, we are not write our own exception by means of changing the inbuilt exception. No. So we have to inherit the properties of the inbuilt exception and do our own exceptions. Okay, nothing is there. So we have to change the statement of the particular inbuilt exception. For example, I am going to use an arithmetic exception divide by 0. Instead of that, I have to write some other statement than the divide slash by 0. So that is possible by means of custom exceptions. So every custom exceptions must inherit the base class property. That is, a class, a custom exception class must inherit the properties of exception or some other subclasses of exceptions. So we are going to change the one argument constructor of the existing inbuilt conception exception. or two one argument constructors. We are going to change the exception uh, throwing statements. We are going to changing the throwing statements. Okay. Basically, throw and throws both are used in the custom exceptions. So throw is a keyword. Is going to create a custom error. Going to create a custom error. You have to create. Okay, yes. Then so the exception often used with together with the custom method. So you have to use some method, custom method. It's going to use throw is going to along with the custom method. And also it is used for a method. It is used a method. Okay, it is used a method for building an exception. So it cannot throw cannot use multiple exceptions. But throw is a keyword. Throw is a keyword. It indicates what exception type you may return by throw method. So for example, public static void main. So you're using some IO processing. You are using some IO processing. Public static void main string arguments throws IO exception. Okay, here we're going to declare an exception. We're going to create and declare an exception. Okay, yes, we can throw multiple exception. So you can use this throws keyword along with the method. So the throws keyword always come with the method name. After the method name, we have to throw multiple exceptions. So for example, I can write a method public void draw open bracket close bracket throws IO exception, comma arithmetic exception, comma class not found exception. So this is possible. So throw keyword throws multiple exception. Okay, but throw is going to use only one exception. Basically, throw come with throw new arithmetic exception to new mobile number not exception. Suppose I am going to create a mobile number exception class means so new mobile number exception open bracket close bracket. So the throw keyword always come with new keyword. Throws come with method. Come with method. So throw going to create a method signature. Throw going to create a method signature that's having a body. Throws having only throws the inbuilt or user different exceptions. Okay. Here I'm going to demonstrate one code that is called as mobile number exception. So suppose I'm going to give a wrong mobile number. Basically, mobile number has 10 digits, 10 numerical value. So less than 10 digits you are putting means that is gives an error. Instead of numerical, we can give string value, character value means that is also error. Okay. So this is a mobile number exception program I'm going to show you. Mobile number exception. Okay. So this is my class. This is my new class, exception class. This is created by me. This is called as user defined exception. User defined class for handling the exception. So what I'm going to do here, just I'm going to extend the exception. So exception is a one of the class in the exception and is the top of the runtime exception class. Okay. So here this is an exception. So I'm going to create an exception from an existing inbuilt exception. This is must. So without this, we are not able to create. So you have to give any one of the inbuilt exception class here. So you can extend this one. You can extend this one. Okay. So I am going to create a mobile number exception by using a variable string str. So str is going to give some other value than that of the inbuilt values available in the exception class. So exception class also having a one type of constructor. Okay, then I'm going to change the value inside the constructor by extending the some other class, some other user defined class. Okay, so str equal to test. So what I'm going to give? So what I'm going to give the passing the value from the one argument constructor of the mobile number exception. So this is going to inherit the properties of exception. So what is the meaning of this one? Nothing is there. You have to use exception open bracket some string value. This is the inbuilt string value. Okay, inbuilt inbuilt string value. So instead of this one, I'm going to change the content. I'm going to change that by content by means of own exception. Okay, so this is the class this is the mobile number exception class, which is extended from the exception. So that I'm going to change the one argument value of the exception class. That's what I'm saying. Okay, here I'm going to separate the variable text. This is going to separate from the main function. Okay, that value is going to assign to the what is this? This is called as instance variable. Okay, this is a passing value from the main class. This is a formal argument. This is a formal argument which is going to separate from the actual argument which is available in the main method. Okay, so that is going to assign to str here. Okay, see here I'm going to use toString method to add the content into the to display the content. So automatically is going to display by means, so that I'm going to use toString method instead of using system.out.println. So I'm going to create a method. After that, I'm going to calling the this. This is also possible, but I'm going to concatenate this value while printing. Okay, while printing. Okay, so mobile number exception. So this is my string value. So what is my string value? So this is my string value. Okay, so so this is str. So I'm going to take str.length. str.length. So this str.length is calculated. So what I'm going to supply here, so that is going to calculate it. Okay, this is automatically a command exception. Okay, command exception. Okay, so here, so I'm going to create an this is called as also defined exception class. So what I did, I'm going to change the content of the inbuilt exception. I'm going to create a new custom exception. Okay, yes. Here I'm going to use initially I'm going to use mobile exception class. So in this, I'm going to write the main method, public static void missing arguments. Initially, I'm going to give the number values null. So I'm going to create a variable num. Okay, num. So num is nothing but your mobile number. So I'm going to get the input from the keyboard. So that I'm going to use what buffer reader method to getting the stream of input and going to from the keyboard. Okay, after that I'm going to convert in the buffered input. So this input stream reader is going to get the value from the keyboard as a string that is going to convert into buffered input. Okay, yes. So this is a mobile number. So I'm going to use a string value. So I'm not using a numerical value. I'm going to use a string value. So these input read by the keyboard under the try block. So this is an executable block of a code. This is an executable block of a code. Okay, so this is under the try block. Okay, so I think you know about buffer reader. Already we discussed in the class. Okay, buffer reader is nothing but a IO class which is available in the Java. So it is going to consume the input as a buffer of values. So basically the input is consumed by Java program is a stream. When you're getting the values from the keyboard, system.in, that is a buffer input stream reader. So I'm going to after getting this value, I'm going to convert into buffer. Okay. So now I'm going to enter the value by means of br.readline. So readline the method is already buffer is getting the input. Okay. You can use read or readline to get the input from the keyboard. So here I'm going to get input as string value. I'm not making any conversion to convert to numerical value because I'm going to check this is not. This is not how much data available. That is never this program. Okay, this section and condition. There is a malfunction happen. I'm going to use this one. Okay, IO exception ID. Okay, so there is any malfunction happen while reading the buffer. This is not this is an inbuilt exception. I'm not using here any custom exception. So basically, if you are going to getting the input from IO class, you have to mention the catch. Okay, this is so here this is so here the try block having an any exception. So this will handle by the catch block by means of the inbuilt exception. Here there is no need of mentioning throws keyword. Here there is no need of mentioning throws keyword. The throws keywords is implicitly done by the try block. Suppose if you are going to create an exception, means you have to throw. So suppose if it is an custom exception, you have to explicitly you have to throw the particular exception for the particular custom exception. Okay, here you have to write custom exception. Okay, instead of this inbuilt exceptions. What I am saying is, so if you are handling the inbuilt exception, is there is no need of any throws keyword inside the try block. Okay, there is no need of this one throws new, okay, new IO exception. So such thing is not needed. Such exception open bracket some content. Okay, some content. So this is not needed here because this is a uh, uh, inbuilt exception. So it is implicitly thrown by the try block. But it is a custom exception means so that is not thrown by the try block because of what. So we have to throw the particular custom exception. Understand what I'm saying? So this is the inbuilt exception. So this is the inbuilt exception. So we are not doing nothing in it. Okay, we are using the existing one. Here I am going to write the code for custom exception. Try if num dot length is equal to 10. Okay, and I'm going to use an pattern matching here. So num dot matches. So matches is a method which is going to match the content with the given a string of values. So this is a pattern. This is my pattern. So 0 to 9 plus means 0 to 9 comes one or more times. 0 to 9 comes. So if there is any value, 0 comes any number of time. 9 comes in. So my mobile number have all the 9 all the 10 digit is 9. It is possible. Okay, my number have suppose my number is something 94883334. This is possible. Okay, so that I'm going to add the pattern plus. So my what I mobile number have? The mobile number have the value from 0 to 9. So this may occur, this individual digits may occur, the individual character may occur any number of 0 or more number of times. So plus indicating 0 or more number of times. Suppose if it is star means 0 or more number of times. So question mark means 0 or one time. Okay. So if it is, I am going to make a decision by finding the length of the mobile number and matches of the mobile number. It is correct means, so if it is true means I am going to display the content, the mobile number is correct. Otherwise I'm going to throw new mobile number exception. So, okay, so here new keyword is used for this mobile number exception. So what I did, so I'm going to write a code. This is an explicitly, so throw in custom exception or user defined exception. So this having mobile number exception me. So instead of IO here they are mentioning IO, here I'm going to mentioning IO dot error plus IE. But here this IE is what is happened inside this code. This IE object going to implicitly thrown. But here the catch exception going to use mobile number exception me. Okay, so me is nothing but an object of the mobile number exception. This is a user defined exception. This is a user defined exception that's going to create an object here. So basically what will happen, mobile number exception me equal to new mobile number exception num. That's all. So here I'm going to explicitly throw an exception. So if there is any problem, any abnormal situation happened, so I am not giving the correct mobile number means it is going to explicitly throw an exception. And this exception is going to catch by this catch block with some object. So here where I'm going to create an object. So I'm going to display the content system.me. So what will happen? So this one argument constructor is passed, okay, to this to pass. Okay, one argument will be passed. So what I did here, so I'm going to use a mobile number throws mobile number exception num. So what is this? I'm going to give us some mobile number value. Okay, some mobile number value. So what is this? This is going to use this particular method. Which method I'm going to use here? So this is going to call mobile number exception str test. So num will come here. Num will come here. Okay. So num is assigned here. Okay. And then this is automatically called. Okay. This is automatically called. So there is one function exists. This will be called. Otherwise, it is not called, isn't it? The malfunction is happened. If there is any abnormal situation is going to happen means, so this will be executed. Okay. So num will be passed there. Okay. Num will be passed there. Then it is automatically called this one mobile number exception. Mobile number has this much of length, so I am going to give only 4-digit number, means the length will be given. So this may contain this much of digits, so 5 digits with the or contain characters. Okay, or contain, this will be displayed by calling this one, by calling this one mobile number exception. This is passed there, so automatically toString method is executed. So here the me will be come, so it is going to create it, it is going to catch it, the me will come. So what me will have, so me will have this content. What content may have, what content? Mobile number exception colon mobile number has this much of length, which may contain digits or characters. So this much of digits, and it may contain characters. So that is a error in this. So this is called as custom exception. Here I'm going to demonstrate custom exception. So I'm going to run this code to you. So how it is going to work. Okay. Yes. So basically, the program is not change anything else. So it is going to change the existing string value. Existing string value. Okay. That's all. So I'm going to demonstrate this one by using online compiler. So I'm going to copy the code, and also I'm going to change the main class name as main, because this is support only main. Okay, the main class class name will be main. So then only it is going to run this program. Okay, that is not possible because this online compiler is going to create a class main dot class. Okay, yes. Okay, yes. So I'm going to run the code to show the output to you. Enter the mobile number. So I'm going to give the mobile number 9. So there are okay. So I'm going to use a number. So correct mobile number. Okay, because the length is so there is no exception. There is no exception. So the try block execute the exact code, exact input. Okay, suppose I am going to run different input. Okay, so I'm going to give only 9 number. Basically, people are giving some sorry. Okay, this is an error. Somebody's may left 1 digit or 2 digit. Okay. Yes. So what is my output? Mobile number exception. The mobile number has only 8 digits or contain characters. There is an exception. Okay. So this will handle by here. We are going to explicitly passing something. So system.out.me. So me have an object. So what me has that value. What is the value? This one. Mobile number exception. This. Okay. Okay, understand what I'm saying? Yes. So now I'm going to run some other one with some character value. So 4 digits are characters. Having only 4 digits are characters. Okay. So this is the demonstration of what mobile number exception. Okay, there is a one type of exception. I am going to create an user-defined exception. Okay. So now I move to demonstrate some other code by using the same one. So I'm going to check the water eligibility. Water eligibility using custom exception. Using custom exception. So I'm going to demonstrate one code to you. I'm going to use same type of thing. I'm going to use same type of thing. Okay, I'll come back. Okay. So here there is a code. Here there is a code. Okay. So here check. So our in India the water eligibility is greater than or equal to 80. So if there is any person having less than 18, he is not eligible to vote. Okay. Here I am going to use a throw. Throw new arithmetic exception. Okay. New arithmetic exception. So I'm going to throw an exception. Okay. This is the throw class. Okay. This is inbuilt exception. This is an inbuilt exception. Previously we are creating the user different exception. Okay, here I'm going to change the content. So this is an alter way. Okay, so I'm not using my own class, but here I'm going to use arithmetic exception inbuilt class by throwing by changing the constructor value of inbuilt one. Okay. Uh, okay. So here there is a code. Here I'm going to get an age as an on-argument constructor, on-argument method, uh, age integer age. So this 15 is passed here as a formal argument. The actual argument is available in the main method. It's passed the value 15. So if 15 comes here, 15 is less than age, then throw new arithmetic exception. Throw new arithmetic exception. So I am going to change the content of inbuilt one. Okay. Else system grant access. Suppose it is false. Then it's going to use else part. Okay. So now I'm going to run the code. So the value will be supplied 15. So that access data and you must at least 18 years old. So it's throw. This block explicitly throw an exception. So what I'm going to write, that will display here. What I'm writing, that is going to display here. Yes, it is directly instead of writing lengthy code, extending the inbuilt exception, you can write the custom exception, custom values, not custom values by using directly changing the on-argument constructor value of the existing inbuilt constructor. Suppose I am going to change the value here as 20. I am eligible to vote. Okay, so access granted. You are old enough. Okay, yes. So this is one type of exception by using throw keyword. So throw, you can use custom exception, or inbuiltly you can change. Okay, you can change the value. You can change the value so that you can use the normal constructor. Okay. So previously what we did, in our mobile number exception. So here, wait a minute, I change the. Stop sharing this one and show the code of. Okay. Here what we did. Here I'm going to use throw keyword. A new mobile number exception with some variable values. Okay, variable values num. So I'm going to supply the num. Okay, so num is given there. Num is given to the main function. Sorry, this constructor. Okay, num is given to this constructor. Okay, and I'm going to use string method to display the content. Okay, so this is my content. Okay, this is going to display there. Instead of that, in that program, we are going to use existing exception to throw a value, Okay, yes. Okay, here we are going to throw an exception. Otherwise, it is not possible to throw. Okay, if you're going to create a custom exception, you are going to change the constructor value of an inbuilt exception. You have to throw, or it's not possible to throw. Okay, understand? Then I move to the throws. So what throws? So throws is a keyword indicate what type of exception throw by a method throws. So you can throw multiple exceptions. So basically, this throw method always come with a method. Always come with a method. Okay. So now I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to move to the code, which is already we go through here. Here I have a share to you. Yes. Now it is available to you. Okay. Here, so throws along with the what method. Okay. Here I'm going to put throw throw. Throw. Okay. Throw arithmetic exception. So I'm going to throw an arithmetic exception. I have an exception here. So I'm going to change this. Okay. So this is called as declaring an exception. Declaring an exception. So this arithmetic exception is given here because so always this throw keyword come with the method. So if there is any malfunction in this method, so throw an exception. Throw an exception. Okay. You can add any number of exception. Arithmetic exception. Sorry. Class not found. Oh, class not found. But here it's not possible. Throw after throw you have only one exception. It is not possible to combine more than one. New so after new keyword you can create an object, isn't it? After new keyword. So this is going to create it. Okay. Yes. This is going to create. So after throw you have only one exception. After throws. Sorry. Throw after throws you have to have more than a number of exceptions. Okay. Class not one must be declared. Okay. So I'm going to omit this one. Okay, 20 is passed. So this is going to throws. So this is going to call this one. This is going to call this one. But this is not grant because of so you are granted to access. You are granted to vote. So access granted, you are old enough. So you can able for putting an vote. Okay, yes. So throws come. So here I'm not using some other things. Okay. So that is gives comes. It comes. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So throws along with the multiple one. Here I'm not using class not found. So if I am going to use means I can use it. Okay. Yes. That's what I understand the things. So come to the previous code. Come to the previous code. That is mobile number exception. Here also I'm going to change the content. Yes, just I'm going to copy the mobile number exception. So I'm going to change the value of is that here I'm going to change the class name mobile number exception. Instead of this one I'm going to put main. Okay, main is a default class of this online compile. Okay, so I'm going to take this one. So now I'm going to remove this. Where is that main method? So here I'm going to remove this. So I'm going to remove this catch block as well as this one. Okay. So I'm going to get the value from the keyboard. I'm not throw any exception. Okay. So now I'm going to run the code. It will happen. Wait. So there is an error. So unsupported, unreported exception, you must caught or declare to be thrown. Okay. So read line is has uh, it's needed exception handling. It's needed exception. So that I am going to give public static void main throws throws IO exception. So I'm going to throw an exception. Okay. So I'm going to run the code now. Yes, it is running. Okay. Okay. So if there is any abnormal situation, anything is not happen, anything happen inside this reading the input from the keyboard. So that will handling by this exception. So now it is going to run. Now it is going to run. So I'm going to put some value. Okay. Yes. Okay. So this way I'm going to throw an exception. Okay. Yes. This way I'm going to. So what I'm saying is throws always come with main method. Okay. Throws always come with the method, but throw always come with within the body of the method, within the body of the code. Okay. So which will come under the try block. So we are going to throw an explicit exception by throw. So basically, if it is an inbuilt exception is there is no need of throwing. There is no need of throwing. Okay, there is no need of throwing. So now I change the code here also. I am not throw anything. I am not throw anything. Okay, yes. So here I am going to give some inbuilt exception. Okay, exception E. We will test it. What will happen? Try mobile number correct. Okay, else what will happen? Nothing is going to happen. Wait a minute. There is any error to changing this one. That is not. That is it is executed. It is execute. The code is executed. Okay. If it is correct means it is going to tell. Otherwise, it is not able to tell anything. Okay. Yes. So now I'm going to change the code by means of something else. Enter throw. So I'm going to inbuiltly throw an exception. Exception. Double quotes. Error. Just I put error got. Error got. Okay. So now I'm going to throw an exception. Okay. Error got. Open quota. Okay, so error. Okay, error got. Yes. Error got. Okay, understand what I'm saying? So throws come along with the method. Uh, throw, which is used to throw an exception explicitly. Okay, I'm going to change the content as like as arithmetic exception. Understand what I'm saying? Okay. So now I'm going to demonstrate the same water program by using exception. Okay. Yes. Already did it, but I want to show once again to you. throws, arithmetic exception. Okay. So this throw an exception. So I'm going to throw an expression explicitly, so that I'm going to use throw keyword. Otherwise, it is going to work normally. It is going to work normally. There is no problem. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So here the value 15 is separate, so that gives an error. Okay, my dear students, I think you are able to understand this throw and throws keyword. If there is any doubts, you can ask in the regular class. Okay, thank you for your patient listening. Thank you.